to The Update. I'm Michelle Stevenson. Well, the Prime Minister is hosing down talk about raising the GST while also offering all taxpayers a hefty rebate. A plan is being floated which would see the goods and services tax increase to 15%, as well as broadening it to include food, education, health and childcare, while there'll also be a $3,300 a year sweetener. Anthony Albanese, though, says the only policy he'll be focused on is reducing income taxes.
Governments make government policy, and our tax policy, the only tax policy that we're implementing, is the one that we took to the election.
This is all happening ahead of an economic roundtable. National Senator Bridget McKenzie says the Treasurer really has a great opportunity here to enact real change.
A lot of good ideas about how to address some of the challenges our country's going to face, and the Treasurer needs to use the huge mandate that Australians have given him to actually get our country back on track.
Questions are being raised about the exact range of Chinese-made electric vehicles. The Australian Automotive Association says a BYD that was supposed to travel 480 k's without charging only went 369 in independent tests. Teslas and Kias were still well under as well, and Toby Hagan at EV Central says you can't trust the numbers.
What I generally say to people is have a look at the WLTP figure, knock about 10% off that for a real-world realistic estimate. If you're then going on a freeway, 100, 110 k's an hour, this is when it gets trickier again. You've got to knock more off again. So I'd say take about 20% off, because EVs will use more on a freeway than they will around town.
Aussie telcos have been called out for failing customers in financial hardship. The industry watchdog looked at over 900 complaints in the last year and found some companies are rejecting simple requests for help. Well, Australia exported a record amount of gold in June, coming in at least almost $6 billion. Many investors are buying the shiny stuff, mainly as a hedge against volatile trade tariffs imposed by the US. And over last year, we did export about $47 billion worth of gold. And for some reason, scientists have analysed the dance moves of cockatoos. Researchers at Charlestown Uni have identified a total of 30 distinct moves, including body rolls and headbanging. Sport and entertainment to next. To sport, and Sunday night's first men's T20 between Australia and South Africa in Darwin has been declared a sellout. The match at the 10,000 capacity Marara Stadium will mark the return of international cricket to the top end after 17 years. And Freo captain Alex Pearce will face Port on Saturday night after recovering from a shin issue. In your entertainment news now, well, P-Diddy is apparently already planning his comeback post-prison. As the rapper awaits sentencing, his lawyer says a huge performance at Madison Square Garden will be one of the first things on his list. Kelly Clarkson has pulled the pin on the remaining shows of her Vegas residency, the singer revealing she wants to be present for her kids as her ex-husband faces a health battle. And Katy Perry's shared an onstage moment which made her roar with pain, the singer taking to Insta with a pic of a massive bloody gash on her knee. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team. We'll have another episode of The Update for you tomorrow. I'm Michelle Stevenson.